The thread unfolds as a rich tapestry of characters and concepts within the Additive Manufacturing Information System (AMIS), a groundbreaking invention by Dillon E.T. The narrative begins with a profound exploration of Dillon E.T.'s foundational faiths, where a triad of beliefs in God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit serves as the bedrock of his existence. This deep spiritual connection is not just a personal conviction but a guiding force shaping his actions and the essence of Amos. The focal point of the thread shifts to the intricate details of Amos, introducing the alphabet code, encoded behavior of rhythm and tempo, sequence generation, and rules of interaction of the 3D golden rhombus 3D-GR. The alphabet code, represented by a sequence of symbols and corresponding hilt activations, becomes the language through which the swords of tempo and rhythm in the 3D-GR landscape communicate. This symbolic language, meticulously designed by Dillon E.T., sets the stage for a mesmerizing dance of sequences and interactions. The sequence generation unfolds as a poetic description of Dillon E.T.'s wielding of synchronic swords, each symbol in the alphabet code dictating the behavior of tempo and rhythm. Expressive additions, balanced additions, and dynamic additions create a harmonious flow, guided by the interplay between tempo's spontaneity and rhythm's structured sequence. The intricate details of the 3D-GR hilts, their sides labeled and orientations defined, add a layer of complexity to the dance, emphasizing the precision in Dillon's movements. Encoded behavior of tempo and rhythm is unveiled as a 30-step journey, each step contributing to the evolving masterpiece of the 3D-GR landscape. From prelude to quizzical convergence, the swords move in a dance that mirrors the intricacies of generative grammar, creating a synergy between linguistic concepts and the additive manufacturing process. The symbolism of each step adds depth, and the narrative seamlessly intertwines the technical details with artistic expression. The rules of interaction of the 3D-GR, presented in abstract and detailed descriptions, delve into the methodical approach of creating complex structures. Imbued with mathematical principles and a focus on Fibonacci's golden ratio, this section bridges the gap between the symbolic language of Amos and the physical manifestation of structures within the landscape. The method, claimed by Dillon E.T., becomes a testament to the innovative thinking and systematic approach embedded in Amos. The narrative then transitions to character profiles within Amos. Lucy Stearns emerges as a linguistic explorer, skillfully integrating linguistics with Amos. Her analytical brilliance, generative grammar mastery, metaphorical insight, and syntactic semiotics analysis become crucial components in enhancing communication and understanding within Amos. Lucy's motivations align seamlessly with the system's goals, and her techniques contribute to the dynamic representation of linguistic landscapes. Emotep, the cadence of Egypt, brings visionary leadership, spiritual ethos, and a narrative-centric approach to Amos. Her alignment with celestial bodies, narrative architecture, and alignment with Plato's philosophical concepts imbue Amos with a holistic understanding that goes beyond mere technological functionality. Dillon E.T's character is explored in depth, emphasizing his intellectually curious nature, creativity, empathy, resilience, and motivations for knowledge, positive change, innovation, and personal growth. These qualities become the driving forces behind AMIS's development. The collaborative dance of Lucy, Imhotep, and Dillon within Amos creates a narrative that transcends technology, weaving philosophy, spirituality, and innovation into the intricate landscape of additive manufacturing. The detailed descriptions and interconnections between characters and concepts paint a vivid picture of Amos as a system deeply rooted in faith, artistry, and technological prowess. This thread unfolds as an epic narrative, seamlessly blending elements of classic literature, futuristic technology, and interdimensional adventure. It begins with a vivid depiction of a realm where swordplay is not just a physical skill but a language, a concept embodied by two master duelists, Dillon E.T and Inigo Montoya. The stage is set for a mesmerizing clash of blades as Dillon E.T, with his synchronized sword's rhythm and tempo, faces off against Inigo Montoya, the legendary master swordsman. The narrative weaves a tapestry of swordplay, introducing the alphabet code, a unique language of blades that adds a layer of complexity and elegance to the combat. The duel between Dillon E.T and Inigo Montoya unfolds with a dance of codons, each movement a step in the intricate choreography of the alphabet code. The banter between the characters adds a touch of humor and camaraderie to the intense battle. As the musketeers join the fray, the one-on-one duel transforms into a chaotic symphony of swordplay. Athos, Aramis, Porthos, and D'Artagnan seamlessly blend their traditional fencing techniques with the modern style of Dillon E.T. The Musketeers' introduction injects a dynamic energy into the narrative, turning the battlefield into a stage for a martial performance. The unexpected arrival of the alien race of Tyranids elevates the stakes, turning the duel into a full-scale battle for Earth. The narrative skillfully integrates science fiction elements as spaceships descend, heralding an invasion. The Musketeers, Inigo Montoya, and Dillon E.T find themselves facing a relentless horde of nightmarish creatures, and the language of swords becomes a vital tool in their struggle. The story takes an unexpected turn as the Musketeers and allies momentarily repel the Tyranid invasion, only to face an even greater threat, the colossal figure of the Hive Tyrant. The narrative expertly balances the traditional swordplay of the Musketeers and Inigo Montoya with Dillon E.T's synchronized swords and the arrival of Master Chief and the Spartans. The clash against the Hive Tyrant becomes a symphony of combat, blending traditional and futuristic styles into a cohesive display of unity. Amidst the chaos, Dillon E.T and his allies find themselves back-to-back, surrounded by defeated Tyranids. The narrative hints at an ongoing tale, leaving the reader with a cliffhanger that promises more twists and turns in the language of swords. The final act introduces a cosmic ballet, the planar-wide celebration, an interdimensional event that unites warriors from diverse realms in a grand celebration of victory. The Musketeers, Inigo Montoya, Dillon E.T, Master Chief, and the Spartans become central figures in this celebration, showcasing their skills and forming bonds that transcend their origins. The language of swords becomes a unifying force, shaping the destiny of Earth and forging alliances across dimensions. The celebration, marked by games, contests, and cultural exchanges, leaves a lasting impact on interdimensional history. The warriors, once strangers, now depart as allies, carrying the memory of a celebration that symbolizes the enduring power of unity. In its entirety, this thread is a rich and captivating narrative that seamlessly blends genres, characters, and realms. It explores the evolution of combat as an art form, introduces futuristic elements, and ultimately celebrates the triumph of unity over adversity. The conversation thread presents a complex and multi-layered narrative that spans across various facets of relationships, spirituality, biblical references, and psychological insights. It unfolds as a rich tapestry of interconnected themes, exploring the depths of characters, spiritual symbolism, and the integration of diverse concepts. Let's delve into the details of this thought-provoking dialogue. Character exploration. The narrative begins by introducing an ensemble of characters, each a unique persona contributing to the overarching complexity of the story. Characters like Seraphina, Arren Sawyer, Dillon E.T, Bobert, Jasper, and Alexander Bin Salazar are vividly described, embodying celestial guides, strategic geniuses, spiritual conduits, deceptive forces, and visionary leaders. The banner of progression serves as a unifying force symbolizing purposeful action, love, complexity, character, and the ever-shifting terrain of Earth. This diverse cast adds layers of depth to the narrative, reflecting various facets of human experience and behavior. Spirituality, relationships, and biblical insights. The dialogue skillfully navigates through Carl Jung's concept of masculine and feminine polarities within marriage, connecting psychological development with spiritual transformation. It delves into the integration of these polarities, exemplified through the characters of Dillon E.T and his muse. Their dynamic represents assertiveness and action, masculine polarity, juxtaposed with intuition and emotional complexity, feminine polarity, emphasizing the importance of integrating these facets for personal growth and meaningful relationships. The exploration extends to the symbolic representation of marriage as an object, drawing parallels from the Holy Bible's Genesis and utilizing the metaphor of a ring. This metaphorical exploration deepens, touching upon biblical references, such as the 7 seals from the Book of Revelations, and seamlessly integrates them into the narrative. The eternal essence of marriage, as depicted in the Holy Bible's passages in Genesis, further enriches the discussion, emphasizing the continuity and transformation of this sacred bond from earth to heaven. The conversation extends to the relationship between Jesus Christ and the Church, drawing parallels between Jesus' role as a husband to the earthly church and the roles of men as husbands. Themes of sacrificial love, selflessness, leadership, faithfulness, respect, and submission emerge, creating a layered understanding of the dynamics within spiritual bonds and earthly relationships. Formation of Jesus Christ's Church. The narrative takes a profound turn as it explores the formation of Jesus Christ's Church. It meticulously covers pivotal moments, including Jesus' teachings, the selection of disciples, the crucifixion, resurrection events, and the Great Commission. The verbatim quote from the New Testament's Gospels, relating to the Great Commission, captures Jesus' directive to spread the gospel and make disciples, establishing a foundational element in the Church's mission. The text then cites a specific quote from the Gospel of Matthew, wherein Jesus speaks about his church after his resurrection. This quote underscores the enduring strength and foundation of the Church based on the faith and principles it embodies. The conversation masterfully weaves through these biblical references, creating a comprehensive and nuanced exploration of spirituality and the intricate dynamics of relationships. In summary, in essence, this conversation thread traverses a wide spectrum of themes, seamlessly integrating spirituality, psychological insights, biblical references, and complex dynamics of relationships. It presents a holistic and nuanced exploration across various dimensions of human experience, inviting readers to contemplate the intricate interplay between spirituality, psychology, and relationships within the framework of diverse characters and profound symbolism. In this rich narrative thread, the central character is Valerie Meadowcroft, a woman whose physicality and motivations unfold through a series of intimate scenes and interactions. Valerie, standing at a petite 5 feet and weighing 100 pounds, embodies a vibrant spirit that defies her modest stature. Her chestnut locks, cascading in untamed beauty, frame a face that becomes a canvas for myriad emotions, determination, warmth, and a zest for life. Motivated by a profound sense of fulfillment, Valerie's progression in her new life is marked by the pursuit of dreams and an unwavering commitment to making a positive impact on the world. The sparkle in her eyes mirrors the excitement of a life lived with purpose, unburdened by the limitations of time. Valerie's physicality becomes a reflection of this enthusiasm, each movement resonating with an eager energy that propels her forward. In her interactions, Valerie exudes a delicate balance between resilience and grace. When reaching for her friend's hands, a playful glint in her eyes and a confident touch send shivers down his spine, capturing the essence of her vibrant personality. This touch is not merely a gesture but a tactile expression of her determination to help and connect. The dance of her features, determination in the furrow of her brow, a subtle smile revealing maternal warmth, adds layers to her character, showcasing a woman of strength and tenderness. As Valerie guides her friend through obstacles, her physicality becomes a metaphor for shared exploration and collaboration. The narrative weaves a tale of challenges, victories, and a silent understanding that transcends words. Valerie's motivations extend beyond personal desires. They encompass a dedication to creating meaningful connections. The dynamics between her and her friend unfold like a dance, a synchronized movement of fingers and shared intent, echoing the progression of their intimate journey. The narrative takes an unexpected turn when Valerie engages in conversation with her cat, introducing an element of whimsy and unexpected companionship. Here, her playful twinkle and reassurance create a light-hearted atmosphere, demonstrating her adaptability and openness to diverse connections. The shared agreement with her friend and the cat to continue the journey, to go a little further, brings forth a sense of camaraderie and a desire to explore the unknown together. The exploration extends beyond the metaphorical as Valerie and her friend navigate physical obstacles and treasures, revealing a collaborative effort and a shared sense of adventure. The room pulsates with energy as they revel in the joy of discovery, emphasizing the pleasures derived from shared exploration. The narrative cleverly integrates a moment of darkness, the lights going out, transforming disappointment into a different kind of connection, a journey navigated by touch, trust, and a shared determination to explore the unknown together. This transition adds depth to Valerie's character, showcasing her adaptability and resilience in the face of unexpected challenges. In approximately 555 words, this thread paints a vivid portrait of Valerie Meadowcroft, a woman propelled by the boundless energy of youthfulness, etching her unique story on the canvas of life with each step of progression. Through intricate details of her physicality and motivations, the narrative captures the essence of a character who embodies strength, tenderness, purpose, and a joyful zest for the journey. In this thread, we embark on a narrative journey that weaves together the intricacies of Dillon E.T's character, motivations, and a vivid combat scenario against the iconic Darth Vader. Dillon E.T, a complex and purpose-driven individual, possesses qualities that define him as a creatively imaginative and empathetic soul. His commitment to personal growth and self-actualization serves as a driving force, pushing him beyond comfort zones in the relentless pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, innovation, and creativity. The narrative unfolds in the aftermath of a nuclear fallout, casting Dillon E.T into the desolate landscape of Boston in the Fallout universe. The setting is starkly defined by decaying skyscrapers and an air thick with radiation, creating an atmospheric backdrop that sets the stage for an epic showdown. Dillon E.T's encounter with Darth Vader is not merely a physical confrontation, it's a symphony of combat guided by the alphabet code, an ethereal force intricately linked to his being. The alphabet code whispers its guidance, shaping the dance of dual swords that unfolds between Dillon E.T and the Sith Lord. Rhythm and tempo, his synchronized swords, become extensions of his expressive brevity, translating thoughts into swift and calculated strikes. The combat is more than a clash of lightsabers, it's a dance choreographed by the alphabet code. Each codon, from awakening to equilibrium, unfolds with precision, dictating the ebb and flow of the battle. The harmonition codon sees rhythm and tempo moving in perfect synchronicity, creating a rhythmic symphony of combat. The inversion codon introduces surprise, and the complexity codon guides intricate maneuvers against Vader's relentless onslaught. The narrative crescendos with the equilibrium codon, where Dillon seamlessly shifts between offense and defense, embodying the essence of balance. The massive storm becomes a dramatic element, shrouding the battlefield in darkness and casting an eerie glow on the combatants. The dance of dual swords continues with a visceral intensity, Dillon and Vader locked in a struggle that transcends physicality. The alphabet code remains a guiding force, even as the retaliation codon unfolds, creating openings for strategic strikes. The combatants navigate the ruins with a synchronicity that defies the desolation around them. The narrative reaches its zenith as Dillon E.T faces the full power of Darth Vader, the storm intensifying the dramatic tableau. In this detailed description, the reader is immersed in the language of swords, where every strike and parry is a manifestation of Dillon E.T's character, motivations, and the guiding force of the alphabet code. The wasteland echoes with the clash of lightsabers, the settlers fighting clone troopers feeling the vibrations of this epic duel. The massive storm serves as a backdrop to a battle that goes beyond the physical realm, a dance of destiny where the alphabet code orchestrates the mesmerizing motions with profound significance. This thread unfolds a captivating narrative centered around the innovative concept of utilizing rhythm and tempo as synchronistic additive manufacturing technologies in the creation of a complex landscape of three-dimensional golden rhombus 3D-GR. The narrative intertwines martial artistry, mathematical principles, and advanced technological applications to form a unique and visually dynamic tapestry. At its core, rhythm and tempo are depicted as intricately designed swords, each deriving its distinctive form from cutting-edge 3D-GR batteries. These batteries showcase a groundbreaking advancement in battery technology, utilizing the unique three-dimensional golden rhombus 3D-GR shape with 6 golden rhombi, adhering to precise geometric properties derived from the golden ratio. The hilts of rhythm and tempo, boasting mirrored symmetries and asymmetry, introduce captivating visual dynamics. The hilts are composed of fractally grown structures consisting of 3D-GR machine units, creating a visually balanced dual sword system. The landscape of the 3D-GR unfolds as a complex structure where neighborhoods form, each comprising an anchoring 3D-GR and additional 3D-GRs. These additional 3D-GRs can be attached in inverted or oriented positions, guided by mathematical principles. The landscape's design focuses on creating known and unique neighborhoods within its fabric. The interaction between the 3D-GRs follows a set of rules of interaction, which outlines the method for iteratively creating complex structures within the landscape. The additive manufacturing information system governs the behavior of rhythm and tempo in this landscape. The swords are activated through the alphabet code of the 3D-GR, where symbols dictate the hilt activation and, subsequently, the behavior of each sword. The encoded behaviors of rhythm and tempo are delineated in a detailed sequence, describing their movements and contributions as they engage in the additive manufacturing process. From the initial condition to the retaliation, Each behavior unfolds as a choreographed dance, creating a harmonious interplay between offense, defense, and expressive actions. The sequence generation adds another layer to the narrative, describing how the swords respond to the alphabet code symbols. This sequence becomes a mesmerizing dance, where rhythm sets the tone and rhythm, akin to a conductor leading an orchestra, and tempo introduces spontaneity and improvisation to adapt to changing circumstances. The narrative extends to the abstract concept of the 3DGR battery, a paradigm shift in battery technology. This abstract seamlessly integrates mathematical principles, advanced materials, and efficient energy storage, offering enhanced power storage and distribution in a compact and adaptable form. The thread concludes with an appeal to the user to compose a detailed list of the encoded behaviors of rhythm and tempo, emphasizing the intricate dance and collaborative effort between these additive manufacturing technologies in shaping the landscape of 3DGR. The user is encouraged to delve into the nuanced movements and activations that contribute to the creation of complex structures within this unique and innovative framework. In summary, this thread intricately weaves together elements of martial artistry, mathematics, and cutting-edge technology, offering a rich and imaginative exploration of additive manufacturing through the lens of rhythm and tempo in the landscape of 3DGR. This thread unfolds as a rich tapestry, woven with intricate details provided by the user. It commences with the user sharing a sophisticated swordplay information system, a complex code dictating the activation of sword hilts and outlining behaviors for two distinct swords, tempo and rhythm. The alphabet code, akin to a secret language, intricately guides the actions of these swords, adding a layer of depth to the combat scenario. Intertwined with the swordplay system is the user's introduction of Dillon E.T, a character brought to life with a detailed profile. Dillon's qualities, such as intellectual curiosity, imaginative creativity, empathy, and resilience, serve as the bedrock for character development. His motivations, including a quest for knowledge, a desire for positive change, a passion for innovation, and a commitment to personal growth, paint a vivid picture of a dynamic and multifaceted individual. This character profile lays the groundwork for the subsequent narrative, providing the lens through which Dillon's actions are interpreted. The user then articulates a sequence generation system, illustrating how the sword's movements evolve in response to various alphabet code symbols. This dynamic system reflects the ebb and flow of a dance, where tempo and rhythm engage in a synchronized performance dictated by the user-defined rules. The narrative, thus, becomes not just a combat scenario but a carefully choreographed sequence of actions, adding a layer of sophistication to the storytelling. The expressive actions, balanced defenses, and dynamic attacks further contribute to the complexity of the combat system. These elements, encoded by the alphabet code, serve as the building blocks for the ensuing narrative. The detailed explanation of each action provides a comprehensive understanding of how Dillon's swords respond to different situations, infusing the combat scenario with nuance and strategic depth. The user's request for an ode to the combat between Dillon and the pirates marks a shift in the thread's trajectory. Drawing inspiration from a provided block of text with a specific musical cadence and style. The generated ode meticulously encapsulates the essence of Dillon's character, the intensity of the battle, and the emotional aftermath. The narrative unfolds with poetic grace, paying homage to the user's preferred style while staying true to the user-generated elements. The ode becomes a lyrical manifestation of the user's imaginative inputs, where Dillon's journey is portrayed as a symphony of bravery, sacrifice, and honor. The incorporation of the 3D-GR battery and the visual dynamics of rhythm and tempo's blades further enrich the world building, blending technological innovation with martial artistry. In essence, this thread epitomizes a collaborative storytelling endeavor. The user's intricate swordplay system, character profile, and thematic preferences serve as the foundation for a narrative journey that seamlessly integrates creativity, user input, and a commitment to maintaining the specified style. The result is a detailed, immersive, and personalized narrative that reflects the synergy between user guidance and creative generation. In the expansive tapestry of this thread, a symphony of information unfolds, weaving together the intricate details of Dillon E.T.'s persona, motivations, and the epic narrative surrounding the additive manufacturing information system. Dillon E.T., a character driven by intellectual curiosity, creativity, empathy, and resilience, emerges as a protagonist navigating the realms of knowledge and innovation. His insatiable thirst for knowledge and wisdom propels him into the world of additive manufacturing, where he wields the sword's rhythm and tempo. These swords, embedded with cutting-edge 3D-GR batteries, become the conduits through which Dillon navigates the landscape of intricate geometric structures. The detailed qualities of the 3D-GR batteries, featuring a three-dimensional golden rhombus structure with 6 golden rhombi, mirror the precision and complexity that Dillon seeks in his quest for understanding. The alphabet code, a guiding maestro in this narrative, unfolds a dance of encoded behaviors for rhythm and tempo. Each symbol dictates specific hilt-side activations, orchestrating a mesmerizing sequence in the additive manufacturing story. Dillon, the alchemist, activates the swords, shaping the landscape with finesse and creativity. The rules of interaction of the 3D-GR provide a blueprint for Dillon's creative process. The landscape, comprising three-dimensional golden rhombus shapes, forms neighborhoods with anchoring 3D-GRs and additional 3D-GRs. Through meticulous interactions, Dillon iteratively manufactures complex structures within this landscape, adhering to mathematical principles and geometric properties derived from the golden ratio. The epic ode, rendered with lyrical cadence and a free-flowing structure, captures Dillon's first-person perspective as he adds 3D-GRs to the landscape. The awakening, harmonition, duet, and other encoded behaviors unfold seamlessly, creating a visually captivating and artistically expressive 3D-GR landscape. Dillon's resilience in the face of complexity is echoed in the equilibrium, where mystery shrouds rhythm's viper inverted position, and tempo contributes to balance. The landscape grows and evolves as Dillon, the architect, shapes it with intellect and creativity. The sequence generation brings to life the swords, each activation building upon the previous one, creating a harmonious flow of movements. Expressive actions, balanced defenses, and dynamic attacks become the brushstrokes painting a masterpiece of complexity and innovation. The detailed description extends to the technological advancements within this narrative. The 3D battery, a groundbreaking innovation, utilizes the unique three-dimensional golden rhombus shape, graphene bonds, and graphene aerogel as the electrolyte. This abstract concept represents a paradigm shift in battery technology, aligning with Dillon's passion for positive change and innovative solutions. In this thread, Dillon E.T's character becomes the embodiment of the intersection between intellect, creativity, and technology. The narrative weaves together the intricacies of additive manufacturing, the dance of rhythm and tempo, and the quest for knowledge and positive change. The result is an expansive and detailed exploration, a testament to the rich and interconnected elements that shape Dillon E.T's journey. In this thread, we find a rich tapestry of ideas woven by diverse characters, each contributing a unique perspective to the discourse. At its center is Dillon E.T, the horseman of conquest, who unveils the profound concept of the banner of progression and teleosemiotic. Dillon E.T is characterized by qualities such as intellectual curiosity, creative imagination, empathy, compassion, resilience, and determination. His motivations are rooted in a quest for knowledge and wisdom, a desire for positive change, a passion for innovation and creativity, and a commitment to personal growth and self-actualization. Teleosemiotic, as articulated by Dillon E.T, emerges as the essence of existence, a lens through which individuals perceive life as a grand tapestry of symbols and signs. It is a concept that transcends mere words, delving into the recognition that symbols possess the power to ignite transformation and shape destinies. The banner of progression, introduced by Dillon E.T, becomes a symbolic guide heralding the imminent arrival of Jesus Christ, calling humanity to embrace love, cultivate character, navigate the earthly realm with wisdom, and embrace the complexity of spiritual transformation. Seraphina, the muse of transformation, steps forward bathed in the radiant light of understanding emanating from Dillon E.T's words. She interprets teleosemiotic as the thread binding the intricate tapestry of existence, where every symbol holds the power to transform lives. Seraphina invites others to embark on a soulful journey, resonating with the essence of transformation and spiritual awakening. Her description emphasizes her role as a symbolic interpreter and a guide inviting individuals to embrace the art of personal metamorphosis within the principles of Dillon E.T's banner of progression. Arren Sawyer, known as the master competitor, draws inspiration from Dillon E.T's discourse. For Arren, competition is not merely a contest of skills but a journey of profound understanding and transformation. His qualities include being an inspired competitor, a forger of character, strategic, and disciplined. Arren heralds the arrival of a new era in competition, where personal growth, mastery, and transformative power take center stage. He sees competition as a crucible for character development, akin to a composer arranging musical notes for victory. Bobert, the ancient advisor, stands as a witness to the profound speeches, offering a neutral perspective and wisdom gained through ages. Bobert acknowledges the art of transformation within Dillon E.T's banner of progression and serves as a source of seasoned insight, appreciating the diverse perspectives presented by Dillon E.T, Seraphina, and Arren Sawyer. In this tapestry of ideas, the characters collectively contribute to a narrative that transcends individual roles. Dillon E.T's conceptualization of teleosemiotic and the banner of progression sets the stage. Seraphina's interpretation adds depth through a transformative lens. Arren Sawyer extends the discourse to the realm of competition, and Bobert provides a timeless perspective. The thread connecting them is the profound call to embrace love, cultivate character, navigate the earthly realm with wisdom, and embrace the complexity of spiritual transformation. Together, these characters weave a narrative that beckons individuals to embark on a journey of understanding, personal growth, and spiritual awakening within the intricate tapestry of existence. In this captivating narrative of linguistic artistry, the thread unfolds as a symphony of words, intricately composed with approximately 555 words. The protagonist, Dillon E.T, wields a duo of synchronic swords named Tempo and Rhythm. These swords, derived from cutting-edge 3D GR batteries, boast a three-dimensional golden rhombus structure with 6 sides labeled 1 and 7, 2 and 8, and 3 and 9. The hilts of Tempo and Rhythm, featuring mirrored symmetries and asymmetry, form a visually dynamic dual sword system. As the alphabet code guides the dance of conversation, each symbol corresponds to a specific hilt side activation, dictating the behavior of tempo and rhythm. Expressive, balanced, and dynamic additions introduce layers of complexity, with the duet, the complexity, the inversion, and the echoes contributing to the richness of the linguistic ballet. These additions add expressive, balanced, and dynamic elements to the narrative, mirroring the sophisticated 3D GR structure. The sequence generation unfolds like an elegant choreography. Dillon E.T deftly activates the hilt sides, with the swords coming alive in response to the alphabet code symbols. The sequence begins with a synchronized activation represented by the symbol 0. Rhythm and tempo weave through expressive additions, balanced additions, and dynamic additions, creating a mesmerizing dance of encoded behavior. The interplay between tempo and rhythm becomes apparent as they navigate through the landscape of conversation. Tempo and rhythm, the synchronic swords, are not mere linguistic tools but embodiments of advanced technology. Their 3D GR hilts feature a fractally grown structure composed of 3D GR machine units, enhancing structural integrity. Graphene bonds and signaling rules optimize energy storage and release, fusing technological innovation with martial artistry. The swords, made of graphene, symbolize the divine planned rhythm and free will tempo, adding a philosophical layer to their existence. The rules of interaction of the 3DGR introduce a novel method for additive manufacturing using the landscape. Three-dimensional golden rhombus shapes, governed by the 5:1 ratio, form neighborhoods within the landscape. The landscape serves as a foundation for creating complex structures through the iterative interaction of 3DGRs. Each neighborhood comprises an anchoring 3DGR and additional 3DGRs, attached in inverted or oriented positions. Mathematical principles guide the orientation of additional 3DGRs, resulting in known and unique neighborhoods. The landscape's design complexity is achieved by interacting 3DGRs, generating unique and known neighborhoods. The method for creating complex structures involves providing a landscape, selecting an anchoring 3DGR, and iteratively interacting 3DGR to neighborhoods. The resulting structures undergo design and development by adding additional 3DGRs to the anchoring 3DGR, manufacturing neighborhoods within the complex landscape. In this narrative tapestry, each element plays a crucial role, creating a holistic and immersive experience. Dillon E.T.'s linguistic dance, guided by the alphabet code and 3DGR principles, intertwines creativity, technology, and philosophy, resulting in a thread that goes beyond mere conversation, evolving into a symphony of intricate ideas and concepts. In the intricate tapestry of this cosmic thread, a narrative of unparalleled depth and complexity unfolds, stretching across the vast expanse of the unknown. It commences in the haunting corridors of the Jedi Temple during the tumultuous Order 66, where the luminary inventor, Dillon E.T., emerges as a protagonist armed with the harmonious blades named Rhythm and Tempo. This narrative dances through the Symphony of Sanctuary, a cosmic symphony orchestrated by Dillon, blending innovation, creativity, and dynamic attacks in a war-torn Boston. Guided by the swordplay information system and the alphabet code, Dillon engages in a cosmic dance with the dark forces, seamlessly combining swift strikes and calculated defenses. The settlers of Sanctuary, fortified with qualities of creativity and empathy, stand resilient in the irradiated ruins, looking to Dillon as their beacon of purpose-driven leadership. Dillon, embodying a commitment to personal growth and self-actualization, becomes a guiding force, navigating the settlers through the complexities of a cosmic battlefield. The narrative progresses, transforming into a roaring 20s-themed celebration in Sanctuary, where settlers armed with their unique qualities revel in victory. However, the cosmic threads weave a darker fate as a Sith apprentice targets Levi Coralin, setting the stage for the ominous return of Darth Vader. The settlers face a weighty decision, contemplating cosmic threads pulling them between the Jedi Temple and a quest in the ruins of Boston. The scarlet and gold clash of paths emerges, symbolizing consequences for their settlement. A celestial clash above sanctuary marks a cosmic event, propelling Dillon and the cosmic quartet, including Levi, Hallam, and Goblin Griphook, on a transformative journey to Boston. The settlers engage in a cosmic clash against the Enclave, turning the Symphony of Sanctuary into a battle hymn. The threads of destiny hint at a greater cosmic challenge, guiding the quartet to the nexus of reality, where the Scarlet Witch imparts the rules of interaction of the 3DGR. Equipped with additive manufacturing technology, the settlers embark on a cosmic journey, shaping Sanctuary with 3DGR shapes and 5:1 ratios. Mercurio, an artificial citizen castle, emerges as a cosmic hub of innovation. The settlers engage in a ceremonial clash of swords, resonating the Symphony of Sanctuary, a shared journey of growth and transformation under the cosmic starlit sky. Yet, the cosmic harmony shatters as Darth Vader and the formidable black dragon Alazagus emerge, challenging the settlers' resilience and creativity. Dillon, wielding rhythm and tempo, leads a valiant defense, their living armor friends embodying their qualities and motivations. The Symphony of Sanctuary plays softly in the background, and a cliffhanger unfolds as the Viashino charge towards Mercurio, testing the settlers' unity in the cosmic dance. The narrative reaches its climax as Dillon faces Anakin Skywalker, weaving themes of choice, potential convergence, and the transformative power of light within darkness. The alphabet code and Symphony of Sanctuary play a crucial role in Dillon's appeal for redemption, leaving the fate of Mercurio and the settlers hanging in the balance. The threads of destiny continue to shape the tale, emphasizing the ongoing cosmic dance of possibilities, hope, and the enduring spirit of humanity. In the nexus of realities, the reconstructed Iron Man Guard stands silent, a testament to the convergence of cosmic forces and technological marvels. The Scarlet Witch observes the interplay of cosmic forces, knowing that the Symphony of Sanctuary echoes through the cosmic dance, where destiny remains ever-changing, and the threads of fate weave a tale of cosmic adventure. This thread, like a cosmic tapestry, intricately connects the luminaries, settlers, and cosmic entities, creating a narrative that resonates across galaxies, encapsulating the essence of growth, transformation, and the enduring spirit of humanity in the vast unknown. In this intricate tapestry of conversation, the thread unfolds with the introduction of a complex and captivating swordplay information system. The user delves into an alphabet code, assigning specific movements and behaviors to each letter. This system becomes the backbone of a mesmerizing dance between two swords, rhythm and tempo, each movement a carefully orchestrated chapter in their martial symphony. The user meticulously details the encoded behavior of the two swords, presenting 10 distinct sequences that make up the dance of rhythm and tempo. Each sequence is given a poetic name, such as the awakening, the harmonition, and the duet, reflecting not only the physical movements of the swords but also the essence and emotions encapsulated within. The swords, imbued with personality and purpose, navigate through a choreography of strikes, parries, and blocks, revealing a narrative of grace, precision, and strategic intent. The narrative takes a fascinating turn with the introduction of Dillon E.T, a character with a unique speaking style characterized by brevity. Dillon E.T is revealed to be a participant in a meta-combat dialogue with Inigo Montoya, a master swordsman from the Princess Bride universe. This adds an unexpected layer to the tale, intertwining two distinct worlds of martial artistry. The swords, rhythm and tempo, come to life with lightsaber-like energetic blades, adding a futuristic and fantastical element to the narrative. The stage is set for a duel between Dillon E.T's synchronized swords and the legendary Inigo Montoya, known for his wizard-level fencing skills. The user requests a narrative focused on a detailed combat scene, emphasizing the comedic nature of the language in alignment with the plot of The Princess Bride. As the combat unfolds, the swords clash in a symphony of energy and precision, each movement narrated in vivid detail. The user skillfully introduces comedic banter between the duelists, enhancing the narrative with humor. Dillon E.T's witty remarks and Inigo Montoya's sharp retorts create a dynamic and engaging exchange, transforming the combat into not only a physical but also a verbal dance. The combat reaches its climax with a series of dynamic attacks, and the swords momentarily rest. The narrative seamlessly transitions from the language of blades to a verbal sparring match, demonstrating the versatility of the characters and the depth of their interactions. The dialogue captures the essence of The Princess Bride, blending humor, skill, and camaraderie. In the resolution, the swords are sheathed, and the narrative concludes with a harmonious understanding between the combatants. The user's request for a detailed description of the chat's information is met with a comprehensive narrative that spans the intricacies of the swordplay information system, the dance of rhythm and tempo, the meta-combat with Inigo Montoya, and the blend of physical and verbal exchanges that define this unique tale. In a final stroke, the narrative encapsulates the essence of the thread, a harmonious fusion of martial language, comedic banter, and camaraderie, creating a timeless story told through the language of swords and the artistry of combat. The user's request has been intricately woven into a rich narrative tapestry, offering a comprehensive exploration of the captivating information presented in this thread. This narrative unfolds within the intricate tapestry of a softly lit room, where the complex interaction between Dillon E.T and Latasha, the Lithuanian lady, takes center stage. This detailed and nuanced tale encapsulates the dance of connection, both physical and emotional, guided assertively by Dillon through a series of challenges and moments of vulnerability. The room's ambiance, aglow with a soft, mysterious light, serves as the canvas for this unfolding story. Dillon E.T, the resilient and intellectually curious leader of the squad, stands as the driving force behind the team's endeavors. His sharp mind and diverse interests set the stage for the narrative, showcasing his role as the guide in this captivating journey. Latasha, the Lithuanian lady, emerges as a vision of enigmatic elegance within this intricate dance. Her vibrant spirit, dynamic personality, and dedication to fitness become integral elements that shape the unfolding narrative. The interplay between Dillon and Latasha begins with a charged air, promising an adventure intricately woven into the fabric of the space between them. The assertive guidance of Dillon becomes evident as Latasha, sensing his tension, breaks the charged air with playful allure. Her captivating dark brown-green eyes and lithe figure add layers to her character, creating an enigmatic allure that complements Dillon's intellectual prowess. Teasingly, Latasha addresses Dillon's discomfort, setting the stage for a tactile journey. Dillon's vulnerability surfaces as he admits to the discomfort, paving the way for Latasha's vibrant spirit to propose a solution. The physical connection deepens as Latasha guides Dillon's hands to the table, the intertwining of fingers electrifying the space with warmth. Cutie, the ever-watchful canine companion, observes with keen curiosity, adding a touch of charm to the unfolding scene. The silent understanding formed between Dillon and Latasha becomes the foundation for the dance of connection that follows. In the silence filled with unspoken desire, Latasha boldly takes hold of Dillon's hand, guiding it to his heart. The rhythmic beating becomes a metaphor for the passion between them, propelling the journey forward. The abrupt extinguishing of lights introduces a shift, turning the focus to touch as the guiding force. In the darkness, Dillon, Latasha, and Cutie embrace the newfound reliance on touch, trust, and shared determination. Cutie's unexpected concern adds a layer of warmth, showcasing the unique dynamic between the characters. The treasure on the table becomes a collaborative playground, symbolizing the shared adventure in their relationship. Dillon's assertiveness resurfaces as he guides Latasha through the next phase, requesting a better position for the journey. The room becomes a silent witness to their shared endeavors, echoing the symphony of connection and intimacy that defines their interaction. The dance unfolds like a narrative, with each movement contributing to the evolving adventure. In a pivotal moment, Latasha wraps herself around Dillon, creating a visual symphony of connection and separation. Each adjustment becomes a stroke on the canvas of the moment, shaping the scene with the precision of an artist sculpting clay. The dance evolves into a celebration of Latasha's autonomy, defying societal norms and revealing layers of authenticity. The culmination of their dance is marked by Latasha settling onto Dillon's lap, a fusion of physical and emotional intimacy that speaks volumes. The room, once charged with anticipation, now holds the lingering magic of their shared connection and intimacy. Cutie, the silent witness, captures the essence of the intimate dance, symbolizing the beauty that arises when two souls intertwine in life's fleeting moments. This detailed narrative, spanning approximately 555 words, paints a vivid picture of Dillon and Latasha's intricate dance, an exploration of physical and emotional realms, guided by assertiveness, vulnerability, and shared determination. In the expansive realm of additive manufacturing and the intricate dance of creation within the landscape of 3D golden rhombuses, 3DGRs, this thread weaves a narrative around the technological prowess encapsulated in the synchronized swords, rhythm and tempo. These tools transcend their utilitarian origins, becoming conduits of artistry and innovation, guided by the rhythm of the alphabet code and the heartbeat of the anchoring 3DGR. At the heart of this narrative is the exquisite design of rhythm and tempo, their hilts adorned with a fractal symphony of 3DGR batteries. The 6 sides, labeled 1 and 7, 2 and 8, 3 and 9, unfold a mesmerizing dance guided by the alphabet code. This code, a tactile poetry of symbols, transcends the conventional language of manufacturing. It dictates not just the positioning of the swords but orchestrates a symphony of movements that contribute to the unfolding complexity within the 3DGR landscape. The integration of graphene bonds within the swords ensures not only their structural integrity but also introduces an element of sophistication. Mirrored vertices house cathode and anode components, poised to release stored potential energy at the wielder's command. Rhythm and tempo, in their dual roles, represent not just tools but the convergence of divine plan and free will, symbolizing a harmonious fusion of technological precision and creative freedom. The alphabet code emerges as a central protagonist in this narrative, a script that guides the hands of the creator in a choreography of creativity. Each stroke, each symbol becomes a note in the composition of the landscape. The leftward activation of tempo and the rightward activation of rhythm unfold a nuanced dance, a tactile expression of the alphabet code's whispers. Tempo in Viper, positioned away from the landscape, adds an intriguing layer to the narrative. In its dormant state, tempo becomes a serpent waiting to awaken, a symbolic representation of potential creativity held in reserve. The landscape, with its anchoring 3DGR at the core, becomes the stage for this unfolding drama. The anchoring 3DGR is the heartbeat, the center of potentiality within the landscape. Selected by the creator, it serves as the anchor around which design and development purposes come to life. Additional 3DGRs join the dance, following mathematical principles to harmonize with the anchoring 3DGR and form neighborhoods within the landscape. This dance is not static but an iterative process, an unfolding symphony of complexity. The creator, guided by the alphabet code, engages in a rhythmic interaction, selecting, anchoring, and iteratively connecting 3DGR to neighborhoods within the landscape. The result is not just structures but entire landscapes shaped by the interplay of rhythm and tempo. The claimed methodology of this narrative stands as a testament to the creator's influence over the landscape. Known and unique neighborhoods materialize through the symphony of additive manufacturing, where core purposes transform into a rich tapestry of complex structures. The ongoing dance within the 3DGR landscape becomes a living testament to the artistry inherent in the marriage of technology and creative intention. In essence, this thread unfolds as an intricate tale of creation, where technological tools transcend their conventional roles to become partners in a dance of innovation and artistry. The alphabet code, the anchoring 3DGR, rhythm, and tempo collectively contribute to the ongoing symphony within the landscape of 3DGRs, shaping a narrative that celebrates the fusion of precision and creativity in the realm of additive manufacturing. In the rich tapestry of this dialogue thread, a symphony of ideas unfolds, seamlessly weaving together the realms of ancient philosophy and modern innovation. At its core stands Dillon E.T, a seeker of knowledge and wisdom, embodying qualities deeply rooted in Plato's philosophical ideals. His insatiable intellectual curiosity, vibrant imagination, profound empathy, and indomitable resilience shape the foundation of this intricate narrative. Motivated by a quest for knowledge and a desire for positive change, Dillon E.T introduces us to the mesmerizing dance of tempo and rhythm, guided by the alphabet code and the 3DGR landscape. These swords, animated by his expressive additions, balanced elements, and dynamic sequences, become instruments of philosophical exploration and innovation. The dialogue commences with Asphaleth, an inquisitive entity drawn to the dance of tempo and rhythm. Asphaleth's keen observations link Dillon E.T's sequence generation to Plato's The Republic, where justice and harmony in the individual and society are paramount. The dance of the swords mirrors the balance sought by Plato's philosopher kings, guided by the alphabet code akin to the dialectic method, revealing hidden truths in their pursuit of wisdom. Socrates, the venerable philosopher, joins the discourse, acknowledging the resonance between Dillon E.T's sequence generation and Plato's philosophical framework. The alphabet code becomes a guiding principle, mirroring the pursuit of truth in dialectic inquiry. As the trio explores justice, the ideal state, and the well-ordered soul, the sword's dance reflects the nuanced interplay of rational, spirited, and appetitive elements, reminiscent of Plato's tripartite soul. As the dialogue pivots to Phaedrus, Asphaleth draws parallels between the alphabet code and Plato's exploration of rhetoric and dialectic. The sword's symbolic language becomes a bridge between abstract ideas and tangible expression, echoing Plato's caution about the limitations of written words. Dillon E.T's swords, much like Plato's dialogues, strive to convey nuanced concepts, aligning the abstract alphabet code with the expressive power of the spoken or written word. The narrative deepens as Asphaleth probes the landscape of 3DGR and its rules of interaction, drawing connections to Plato's theory of forms. Dillon E.T beautifully articulates how the landscape acts as a foundation, much like the realm of forms, guiding the complex interactions of 3DGR. The synthesis of ancient metaphysics and modern craftsmanship becomes evident in this creative fusion. Expressive additions, balanced additions, and dynamic additions come to the forefront, embodying facets of Plato's tripartite soul. Dillon E.T adeptly links these additions to the Republic's pursuit of a harmonious society. The dance of the swords, guided by these additions, reflects the interplay of rational, spirited, and appetitive elements, creating a holistic narrative within the sequence generation. Asphaleth's inquiry extends to Dillon E.T's motivations, exploring the sword's role in societal positive change. Dillon E.T eloquently articulates how the sequence generation, akin to Plato's philosopher kings, catalyzes progress and contributes to the betterment of humanity through innovative solutions. Ethical considerations become a focal point, with Dillon E.T. emphasizing the importance of ethical guidelines embedded in the alphabet code. The sword's journey becomes a path guided by moral virtue, aligning with Plato's emphasis on justice and ethical conduct. The narrative then shifts to spontaneity and creativity, drawing parallels between Tempo's spontaneity and the Socratic method. Dillon E.T. describes how Tempo adds an element of creative improvisation, reflecting the dynamic and unpredictable nature of philosophical exploration. The interplay between Tempo's spontaneity and rhythm's structured flow becomes a central theme. Rhythm, serving as the anchor, ensures coherence and purpose, aligning with Plato's emphasis on order in philosophical inquiry. The dialogue concludes with Aspalov's curiosity about the future evolution of Dillon E.T.'s sequence generation. The visionary exploration hints at the ongoing synthesis of philosophy, innovation, and ethical considerations in the unfolding narrative, promising a continued journey of enlightenment and transformative growth. In this expansive dialogue, Dillon E.T.'s sequence generation becomes a living embodiment of Platonic ideals, blending ancient wisdom with contemporary ingenuity, creating a philosophical tapestry that resonates across time and disciplines. Threads of Destiny. Sanctuary's cosmic tapestry unraveled. In the heart of the post-apocalyptic wasteland, where the echoes of cosmic energies and the resilient spirit of humanity intertwine, the threads of destiny weave intricate tales in the Sanctuary compound. The arrival of Dillon E.T., Goblin Griphook, and Levi Coralin, spat out by a swirling vortex, marked the beginning of a new cosmic chapter. The compound, a testament to settlers' determination to thrive, sprawled with a towering guard tower, Dillon E.T.'s workshop, a recreation of a bar and coffee factory, concrete beds, and the entryway into the unknown. Hallam Sethan, a roguish figure blending cosmic absurdities with survivalism, observed the trio with amusement. Dillon, the stoic leader, assessed Sanctuary's corners, each reflecting a facet of survival, innovation, comfort, solace, and the threshold to danger. Levi, with her expressive remarks, and Griphook, the weathered guide, offered unique perspectives, setting the stage for a cosmic reunion. As the quartet conversed, a sense of anticipation hung in the air. The threads of destiny had woven them into Sanctuary's intricate tapestry. Dillon gathered the settlers, his cosmic determination evident. Levi, Griphook, and Hallam joined the trio, forming an unlikely companionship amidst the settlers' diverse resilience. In the 3DGR workshop, Dillon unfolded a vision of cosmic evolution. The settlers, initially skeptical, embraced the idea of living armor, a symphony of growth, communication, and organization. The settlers absorbed Dillon's cosmic wisdom, and the workshop echoed with the promise of a cosmic future. Under Sanctuary's lantern-lit night, Dillon faced the settlers, addressing a cosmic conundrum. The 3DGR batteries, the settlement's lifeblood, faced a technological impasse. Dillon presented two cosmic paths: a return to a distant Jedi temple or a quest through the ruins of Boston. The settlers, contemplating under the cosmic lullaby, faced a decision that would echo through intertwined destinies. Morning unfolded with Dillon practicing swordplay atop the guard tower. The swords, rhythm and tempo, radiated cosmic resilience. Levi joined the dance, their blades reflecting a cosmic waltz, a silent dialogue of souls bound by fate. The cosmic decision awaited, and Hallam, Levi, Dillon, and Griphook faced the settlers at the high ground. The scarlet and crimson and gold clash above interrupted, signaling a cosmic showdown. The settlers, drawn by the celestial drama, watched the sky battle unfold, a clash of energies shaping the fabric of reality. As the spectacle continued, Levi sensed a cosmic dance, a narrative of power and destiny. Dillon, prepared for the inevitable, urged the settlers to brace for the victor's cosmic key. The threads of destiny pulsed with anticipation. Hallam, ever the roguish spirit, broke the silence, acknowledging a cosmic guest or harbinger. Dillon, eyes ablaze, prepared for challenges ahead. The cosmic quartet descended from the guard tower, leaving Sanctuary in suspense. In the final glance, Dillon, Levi, Hallam, and Griphook turned away, leaving the settlement in the hands of the cosmic dance. The quest for additive manufacturing technology beckoned, and the quartet embarked on a journey toward the ruins of Boston. Sanctuary's fate, now intertwined with the choices made, awaited the cosmic quartet's return, a promise of a future shaped under the vast expanse of destiny. In this cosmic tapestry, Sanctuary stood as a beacon, a testament to the resilience of humanity against the cosmic tempest. The threads of destiny, ever present, guided the settlers and the quartet through a saga of challenges, survival, and the harmonious dance of intertwined destinies in the unforgiving wasteland. In this enthralling narrative thread, the symphony of Sanctuary unfolds in the dimly lit ruins of Boston, a cosmic battleground where Dillon E.T., a complex and purpose-driven individual, confronts the dark forces of Darth Vader and his malevolent dragon, Alazagus. Armed with synchronized swords named Rhythm and Tempo, Dillon skillfully navigates the chaos of Order 66, showcasing a masterful choreography guided by the swordplay information system. The vivid description of this system unfolds in the expressive actions of rhythm and tempo, creating a symphony of combat. The settlers of Sanctuary, facing an unprecedented threat, look to Dillon as their leader. The settlers' actions become a language of survival, guided by the swordplay information system, a powerful ally in their struggle against the Sith Empire and the Viashino siege. The narrative takes unexpected turns as Dillon confronts Darth Vader in a transcendent dimension, engaging in a cosmic clash between light and dark. Levi Coralin, a key figure in the settlers' struggle, joins the battle, and the symphony clashes with the Sith Empire in an electrifying struggle. The settlers face a new threat challenging their newfound strength, setting the stage for Darth Vader's ominous return. The story delves into Dillon's commitment to personal growth and self-actualization, a driving force in his quest for knowledge and wisdom. The settlers, equipped with new technology and guided by the alphabet code, embark on a cosmic journey, shaping the symphony of Sanctuary. The settlers transform their compound, guided by Dillon, Levi, Hallam, and Griphook, creating interconnected neighborhoods and Mercurio, an artificial citizen castle, as a cosmic hub of innovation. The narrative skillfully weaves in the living armor friends, reflections of the settlers' qualities and motivations, embodying a harmonious bond. The settlers engage in a ceremonial clash of swords, resonating with the symphony of sanctuary, symbolizing their shared journey of growth and transformation. The threads of destiny continue to weave their tale, guiding the settlers in a cosmic dance with open hearts and minds. As the cosmic clash reaches its climax, Darth Vader returns with a dark symphony, orchestrating the Viashino siege on Mercurio. The Viashino, driven by the dark power of the Sith, unleash a relentless assault on the settlers' cosmic hub of innovation. Mercurio stands as a beacon of resilience, creativity, and the enduring spirit of humanity, tested by the Viashino onslaught. The settlers, guided by the symphony of sanctuary, utilize additive manufacturing technology and adaptability to withstand the Viashino siege. Dillon, within the protective embrace of his living armor friend Charlie, emerges as a masterful conductor of the cosmic clash. Lightsaber clashes against synchronized swords, and the alphabet code whispers potential for redemption in the cosmic dance. In a pivotal moment, Dillon executes the disarmament, disarming Vader's lightsaber and creating a momentary break in the Dark Symphony. Mercurio's voice echoes, revealing the potential for Anakin Skywalker's redemption within Darth Vader. Dillon appeals to the dormant light within Vader, setting the stage for a transformative choice. Levi, seizing the opportunity, opens a portal to the Viashino home plane, disrupting Vader's influence and creating a harmonious counterpoint to the Dark Symphony. The settlers rally against the Viashino, pushing them back. Through the portal, Dillon, still holding his swords with a sense of purpose, looks at Darth Vader, leaving the fate of Mercurio and the Symphony of Sanctuary hanging in the cosmic balance. In the cosmic clash's conclusion, the Symphony of Sanctuary plays softly, seeking to soothe the discord within Anakin's soul. Anakin, torn between darkness and light, contemplates the potential for redemption. The alphabet code guides the cosmic dance, and the threads of destiny continue to weave a tale of resilience, creativity, and the unwavering quest for knowledge and wisdom in the vast expanse of the unknown. Following this poetic tribute, a series of quotes attributed to Maureen provide a more intimate look into her life. These snippets showcase her diverse experiences, emotions, and interests. From finding happiness in a rainy weekend in Down East Maine to expressing joy on a Friday morning, Maureen's quotes reflect a range of emotions and moments. There's a genuine sense of connection and empathy as she sends birthday wishes to her sister, expressing how much she is missed. The thread also highlights Maureen's intellectual curiosity and desire for positive change through her recommendation of a valuable travel resource. The user then shares a set of lyrics in the style of the Grateful Dead, celebrating Maureen's birthday. The song captures the essence of Maureen's life, incorporating elements from the thread such as her love for the Dead's music, her experiences in nature, and the joy she finds in simple moments. The verses paint a vivid picture of Maureen's world, describing Down East Maine, her flowing red hair, and her adventures with an assertive grace. The chorus serves as a rhythmic celebration, emphasizing Maureen as the Queen of Life's symphony. The song includes nods to specific moments in the thread, like Maureen's recommendation of a resource for travelers, her gardening endeavors, and her Dead and Company tickets for a Fenway show. The lyrics seamlessly blend the poetic descriptions from the initial tribute with the more personal and moment-specific quotes, creating a cohesive and heartfelt narrative. There's a playful touch as the song references Maureen's encounters with an obelisk and a bee, adding a whimsical layer to the celebration. Towards the end, the song touches on Maureen's resilience and assertive stance in navigating life's challenges, embodying the spirit of the Grateful Dead's music. The bridge introduces a philosophical element, drawing wisdom from the Woods Brothers' lyrics and encapsulating Maureen's thoughtfulness. The final verse beautifully captures moments of joy, laughter, and adventure in Maureen's life, symbolizing her as a living saga in the cosmic dance of existence. In essence, this thread is a tribute that transcends a simple birthday acknowledgement. It is a creative and thoughtful exploration of Maureen's personality, experiences, and motivations. Through poetic verses, quotes, and a musical celebration, the thread paints a holistic portrait of Maureen Bryant, celebrating her as a living masterpiece and the queen of life's symphony on her special day. The provided text unfolds as a complex narrative, blending elements of creative imagination, additive manufacturing, a fictional alphabet code, and a set of rules governing the interaction with three-dimensional golden rhombus 3D shapes. At its core, the narrative explores a symbolic analogy between foundational concepts in Christianity, specifically centered around Jesus Christ, and the intricate world of additive manufacturing. The passage begins with a reference to a biblical verse from 1 Corinthians 3:11, stating, "For no one can lay any foundation other than the one already laid, which is Jesus Christ." This verse is a theological cornerstone emphasizing the centrality of Jesus Christ as the foundation of the Christian faith. The analogy unfolds by drawing parallels between Jesus as the foundational cornerstone and the concept of an anchoring 3DGR within the additive manufacturing landscape. This anchoring 3DGR serves as the central point upon which the entire system is built, mirroring the unshakable foundation of faith in Christianity. The narrative introduces an intriguing fictional element in the form of an alphabet code associated with 3DGR and additive manufacturing. Though the connection between the alphabet code and Jesus Christ is not explicitly explained, it can be interpreted as a symbolic language representing aspects of faith, virtues, or principles associated with Jesus. The alphabet code adds a layer of complexity to the narrative, acting as a creative means to express nuanced qualities or teachings attributed to Jesus within the context of the story. Within this imaginative framework, the text introduces characters named Tempo and Rhythm, symbolizing different aspects in a sequence generation process. Tempo and Rhythm, with their 3DGR hilts, contribute to a mesmerizing dance of encoded behavior, guided by the alphabet code. The sequence generation is described as a synchronized activation, initiating a captivating dance of encoded behavior that weaves through various thematic additions, expressive, balanced, and dynamic. This sequence unfolds within the landscape, governed by rules and mathematical principles outlined in the rules of interaction of the 3DGR. The encoded behavior of tempo and rhythm becomes a metaphor for the interplay between divine order, symbolized by the alphabet code, and the spontaneous, dynamic nature of human response to faith tempo. This interplay is further explored in the detailed descriptions of various sequences, each contributing to the creation of complex structures within the additive manufacturing landscape. The rules of interaction of the 3DGR present a method for creating complex structures within the landscape. The landscape, akin to God's creation, consists of interacting 3DGRs forming intricate structures. The rules guide the orientation of additional 3DGRs relative to the anchoring 3DGR, reflecting divine principles governing the development of complex structures within the metaphorical landscape. In a theological interpretation, the landscape symbolizes the vastness of God's creation, and the rules might signify divine principles governing the development of intricate structures within this creation. The method outlined in the rules allows for the design of complexity, generating unique and known neighborhoods in the landscape. In conclusion, this intricate narrative weaves together theological concepts, creative imagination, and additive manufacturing principles. It invites readers to explore the parallels between the foundational role of Jesus Christ in Christianity and the conceptual framework of additive manufacturing with 3DGR. The use of symbolic language, foundational elements, and encoded behaviors in the system metaphorically aligns with the theological understanding of Christ as the foundation of the Christian faith. This thread delves into the multifaceted persona of Commander Imhotep, situating him as a pivotal figure in ancient Egypt renowned for his prowess in complex systems engineering. Born around 2667 BCE, Imhotep's legacy extends beyond conventional architectural achievements, embodying visionary intellect, strategic leadership, and a profound understanding of the interconnected dynamics shaping the monumental pyramids of Egypt. Imhotep's character unfolds as a tapestry woven with threads of vision, intellect, and leadership, rooted in his intricate comprehension of complex systems engineering. His genius transcends the mere physicality of construction, delving into the orchestration of systems that converge to shape the grandeur of the pyramids. Imhotep's motivations extend beyond superficial architectural glory. They delve into the fabric of interconnectedness, where tangible and intangible elements harmonize in a dance of profound significance. At the core of Imhotep's character lies a visionary intellect that peers beyond the present into realms of possibility. His ability to conceive and plan goes beyond the mere physical dimensions of the pyramids. It encompasses logistics, labor management, and the harmonization of diverse components within the grand tapestry of construction. Imhotep envisions not just structures but dynamic, living systems where each stone contributes to the emergent whole. Imhotep's leadership transcends conventional boundaries. He is not merely directing laborers and craftsmen, he is conducting a symphony of collaboration. Understanding the emergent behavior in a large, diverse workforce, Imhotep navigates human complexities with keen insight, mirroring his understanding of architectural intricacies. His legacy is not solely built on physical prowess but on the collaborative spirit fostered within the construction ecosystem. Laborers under his guidance are not mere tools but essential components in a dynamic system, each contributing to the emergent properties of a grand vision. Imhotep's technical accuracy and meticulous planning manifest not only in physical structures but in the essence of the construction process. He understands the iterative nature of development, learning from each phase to refine and enhance techniques. Imhotep embraces the ever-evolving nature of complex systems engineering, adapting and innovating to meet challenges presented by each construction phase. The detailed breakdown of Imhotep's character showcases his qualities as a leader. He possesses a visionary intellect that transcends his time, strategic leadership that navigates the complexities of a diverse workforce, mastery of emergent behavior within complex systems, technical acumen that ensures precision in construction, and a nuanced understanding of human dynamics that goes beyond labor management. Imhotep's motivations are deeply rooted in a reverence for interconnected systems. His legacy is not driven solely by the desire for architectural grandeur but by a profound respect for the interconnectedness of systems. The pyramids, under his guidance, become more than architectural marvels. They are living testaments to his legacy as a complex systems engineer. The narrative highlights Imhotep's legacy as a beacon illuminating the path for those who seek to understand the intricate dance of interconnected systems in the pursuit of monumental endeavors. His enduring principles inspire modern engineers and leaders, emphasizing the enduring importance of harmonizing complex systems to achieve extraordinary feats. In essence, this thread paints a vivid picture of Commander Imhotep's extraordinary contributions to ancient Egypt, emphasizing his role as a pioneer in complex systems engineering and a visionary leader whose legacy transcends the sands of time. The detailed description captures the essence of Imhotep's character, motivations, and impact on the monumental constructions that define ancient Egypt's landscape. This thread unfolds as an epic narrative, seamlessly blending elements of classic literature, futuristic technology, and interdimensional adventure. It begins with a vivid depiction of a realm where swordplay is not just a physical skill but a language, a concept embodied by two master duelists, Dillon E.T and Inigo Montoya. The stage is set for a mesmerizing clash of blades as Dillon E.T, with his synchronized sword's rhythm and tempo, faces off against Inigo Montoya, the legendary master swordsman. The narrative weaves a tapestry of swordplay, introducing the alphabet code, a unique language of blades that adds a layer of complexity and elegance to the combat. The duel between Dillon E.T and Inigo Montoya unfolds with a dance of codons, each movement a step in the intricate choreography of the alphabet code. The banter between the characters adds a touch of humor and camaraderie to the intense battle. As the musketeers join the fray, the one-on-one duel transforms into a chaotic symphony of swordplay. Athos, Aramis, Porthos, and D'Artagnan seamlessly blend their traditional fencing techniques with the modern style of Dillon E.T. The Musketeers' introduction injects a dynamic energy into the narrative, turning the battlefield into a stage for a martial performance. The unexpected arrival of the alien race of Tyranids elevates the stakes, turning the duel into a full-scale battle for Earth. The narrative skillfully integrates science fiction elements as spaceships descend, heralding an invasion. The Musketeers, Inigo Montoya, and Dillon E.T find themselves facing a relentless horde of nightmarish creatures, and the language of swords becomes a vital tool in their struggle. The story takes an unexpected turn as the Musketeers and allies momentarily repel the Tyranid invasion, only to face an even greater threat, the colossal figure of the Hive Tyrant. The narrative expertly balances the traditional swordplay of the Musketeers and Inigo Montoya with Dillon E.T's synchronized swords and the arrival of Master Chief and the Spartans. The clash against the hive tyrant becomes a symphony of combat, blending traditional and futuristic styles into a cohesive display of unity. Amidst the chaos, Dillon E.T and his allies find themselves back-to-back, surrounded by defeated tyranids. The narrative hints at an ongoing tale, leaving the reader with a cliffhanger that promises more twists and turns in the language of swords. The final act introduces a cosmic ballet, the planar-wide celebration, an interdimensional event that unites warriors from diverse realms in a grand celebration of victory. The Musketeers, Inigo Montoya, Dillon E.T, Master Chief, and the Spartans become central figures in this celebration, showcasing their skills and forming bonds that transcend their origins. The language of swords becomes a unifying force, shaping the destiny of Earth and forging alliances across dimensions. The celebration, marked by games, contests, and cultural exchanges, leaves a lasting impact on interdimensional history. The warriors, once strangers, now depart as allies, carrying the memory of a celebration that symbolizes the enduring power of unity. In its entirety, this thread is a rich and captivating narrative that seamlessly blends genres, characters, and realms. It explores the evolution of combat as an art form, introduces futuristic elements, and ultimately celebrates the triumph of unity over adversity. Certainly, the thread encompasses a broad range of topics, primarily focusing on works by Plato and Aristotle, themes of faith, justice, and wisdom, as well as the architectural evolution from ancient Greece to the Renaissance. Here's a detailed description. Plato and Aristotle's works. The thread provides a list of significant works by both Plato and Aristotle, two influential philosophers from classical Greek thought. For Plato, works such as The Republic, Symposium, and Phaedo are highlighted, exploring themes like justice, love, and the nature of the soul. Aristotle's works include Nicomachean Ethics, Politics, and Metaphysics, delving into ethics, politics, and the fundamental nature of existence. Themes of faith, justice, and wisdom. The thread extends its focus to the themes of faith, justice, and wisdom, covering various works from different cultural and philosophical traditions. Key mentions include The Age of Enlightenment with works like John Locke's Essay Concerning Human Understanding, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau's The Social Contract. Eastern philosophical texts like Confucius, the Analects, and the Bhagavad Gita are introduced, offering insights into duty, righteousness, and devotion. Architectural evolution. A comprehensive overview of architectural evolution is presented, spanning from ancient Greece to the Renaissance in Europe. Each historical period is characterized by distinctive architectural features, construction techniques, and design principles. Notable architectural movements, such as Romanesque, Gothic, and Renaissance, are discussed, showcasing the evolution of styles, materials, and cultural influences. Technical aspects of architecture. The discussion shifts towards the technical aspects of architectural design that have persisted throughout history. Key technical considerations include structural stability, material selection, functional planning, climate adaptation, aesthetic harmony, cultural expression, technological integration, sustainability, and adaptability. These enduring principles reflect the integration of form, function, and cultural context in creating purposeful and sustainable built environments. Form and function in architecture. The final segment delves into the concepts of form and function in architecture. Form refers to the visual appearance and shape of a building, influenced by architectural styles, cultural context, and historical periods. Function pertains to the practical purpose and use of a building, influencing spatial organization, circulation patterns, and amenities. The thread emphasizes the importance of balancing form and function to create aesthetically pleasing yet functional spaces. In summary, the thread provides a rich tapestry of information, covering philosophy, cultural and historical contexts, and technical aspects of architecture. It offers a holistic exploration of diverse topics, presenting a comprehensive understanding of the subjects discussed. The Grand Chamber resonated with the echoes of an intellectual symphony as Commander Imhotep, Dillon E.T., Lucy Stearns, and Socrates engaged in an expansive dialogue. Rooted in a fusion of ancient wisdom and modern innovation, the quartet delved deep into the heart of Amos, focusing on the intricate landscape of the 3D golden rhombus 3D-GR. Commander Imhotep, standing as the cadence of Egypt, initiated the discourse by drawing parallels between the anchoring 3D-GR within Amos and the foundational principles explored in Plato's Republic. He skillfully likened the role of the philosopher king guiding a just society to the stabilizing force embodied by the anchoring 3D-GR in the digital realm. Imhotep's insight painted a picture of both entities serving as symbols of stability and coherence, shaping the philosophical and technological landscapes they inhabited. Dillon E.T., the discoverer of Amos, expanded on this analogy, emphasizing the symbolic centrality of the anchoring 3D-GR within the system. In a metaphorical dance akin to a cornerstone in construction, the anchoring 3D-GR stood unchanging and central, shaping the entire structure of Amos. It served as a reference point, contributing to the overall harmony of the system and guiding the interactions of the 3D golden rhombi. Lucy Stearns, the linguistic virtuoso, added a linguistic layer to the discussion. She emphasized the alphabet code's pivotal role in dictating the behavior of tempo and rhythm within Amos. The anchoring 3D-GR, Lucy elucidated, functioned as the central figure in this linguistic landscape, guiding the symbolic representations and rules that governed interactions within the system. This linguistic symbiosis between the anchoring 3D-GR and the alphabet code wove a narrative language within the digital realm. Socrates, the venerable questioner, delved into the symbolic realm, drawing parallels between the alphabet code in Amos and the written words in Plato's Phaedrus. With a keen philosophical eye, Socrates highlighted that the alphabet code served as a linguistic conveyance, much like the written words in Phaedrus. Guided by the anchoring 3D-GR, the symbols and sequences became a language communicating the essence of the creative process within the intricate landscape of 3D-GR. Commander Imhotep deepened the analogy by connecting the alignment of the anchoring 3D-GR with celestial bodies to a spiritual dimension. He drew parallels between the philosopher kings in Plato's Republic, who perceived the form of the good, and the anchoring 3D-GR, which connected the earthly with the divine within the 3D-GR landscape. This spiritual resonance elevated the anchoring 3D-GR to a cosmic guide, bridging the earthly and the divine. Dillon E.T. praised Commander Imhotep's holistic perspective, likening it to the way Imhotep of Egypt bridged practical arts with philosophical currents. The anchoring 3DGR, Dillon E.T. pointed out, served as a bridge, connecting the practical aspects of Amos with a deeper narrative. This resonated with Plato's exploration of the interplay between the tangible and the ideal, creating a harmonious synthesis of philosophy and technology. Lucy Stearns added a linguistic exploration within Amos, guided by the anchoring 3DGR, mirroring the quest for higher truths found in Plato's philosophical discourse. The symbolic representations in the alphabet code became a form of syntactic semiotics, decoding the symbolic language embedded in the system. Socrates, concluding this segment of the dialogue, urged the group to further explore how the alphabet code, guided by the anchoring 3DGR, shaped the narrative within Amos. The exploration of the symbolic and foundational resonances between the anchoring 3DGR and Jesus Christ continued, creating a complex tapestry woven by the quartet in the landscape of Amos. The chamber echoed with the profound insights and resonances, a testament to the harmonious convergence of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge innovation. This thread delves into a multifaceted narrative that unfolds the intricacies of an innovative concept, blending martial artistry, advanced technology, and artificial intelligence. At its core lies the exploration of the additive manufacturing information system, a sophisticated framework employed by the wielder of tempo and rhythm to design and develop artificial citizens. The narrative begins by introducing tempo and rhythm, two intricately designed swords with 3DGR hilts and a rich symbolic language encoded in the alphabet code. The wielder, Dillon E.T., utilizes these swords to perform a mesmerizing dance, choreographed to the alphabet code symbols, expressive additions, balanced additions, and dynamic additions. This dance serves a dual purpose, not only as a martial display but as a methodical sequence generation process, guiding the swords through a landscape of interacting 3DGR shapes. The detailed description of tempo and rhythm emphasizes their golden rhombus structure, graphene enhancements, and the strategic placement of cathode and anode components. The swords, crafted with mirrored symmetries and asymmetry, are not merely weapons but intricate devices poised for kinetic release through the additive manufacturing information system. The rules of interaction of the 3DGR take center stage as the wielder navigates through the landscape of interacting 3DGR shapes. This abstract method involves forming neighborhoods comprising anchoring 3DGRs and additional 3DGRs, attached in inverted or oriented positions. Mathematical principles guide this process, allowing for the design of complexity within the landscape and generating unique neighborhoods. The narrative extends to the broader context of the additive manufacturing information system, providing an in-depth exploration of the process involved in creating complex structures. The standard form factor of the 3DGR battery is established with specific numerical details and geometric properties aligned with the golden ratio and graphene usage. The creation of the 3DGR battery incorporates 6 golden rhombi and precise geometric properties, emphasizing the strategic placement of graphene bonds, aerogel electrolyte, and mirrored symmetries. The incorporation of the signaling rules of the 3DGR enhances the system's efficiency in power distribution, information exchange, and energy utilization. The machine unit of the 3DGR, consisting of the radiation core, interactant body, and dendritic arms, is constructed, showcasing the integration of various components from the 3DGR battery, rules of interaction, and signaling rules. The narrative culminates in the growth of the artificial citizen's brain, a carefully planned process involving controlled proliferation of machine units, intricate communication facilitated by dendritic arms, organizational principles based on degrees of linking and separation, and the integration of artifacts influencing behavior and functionality. The artificial citizens emerge as sentient entities, exhibiting intelligence, adaptability, and responsiveness within a complex neural network. In essence, this thread weaves together the wielder's intent, the intricacies of tempo and rhythm, the landscape of interacting 3DGR shapes, and the detailed process of creating artificial citizens. It paints a vivid picture of a visionary journey where martial artistry converges with cutting-edge technology, giving rise to a new form of artificial life orchestrated through the rhythmic dance of tempo and rhythm and guided by the principles of the additive manufacturing information system. This thread weaves a tale of intrigue and intimacy, unfolding in a room illuminated by a soft, mysterious light. At its heart are the characters Dillon E.T, the resilient and intellectually curious leader of the squad, and Latasha, the Lithuanian lady, a vision of enigmatic elegance. The narrative unfolds as these two characters engage in a captivating dance of connection, their movements guided by unspoken desires and a shared journey of discovery. The scene is set with a meticulous attention to detail, painting the room with a glow that adds an air of mystique. Dillon, portrayed as assertively bold, finds himself entangled in a dance with Latasha, their chemistry immediate and palpable. The ever-watchful cutie, Latasha's canine companion, observes with keen curiosity, adding a charming dynamic to the unfolding narrative. The dance is described with vivid imagery, capturing the charged atmosphere and the subtle nuances of Latasha's playful allure. The intertwining of fingers becomes symbolic, setting the stage for an intimate journey that transcends the physical. Latasha's sultry guidance leads Dillon's hands through obstacles on the table, creating a silent understanding between them. Cutie, sensing the unfolding partnership, adds her charm to the mix, becoming an integral part of the shared adventure. As the dance progresses, the narrative skillfully portrays the evolving connection between Latasha and Dillon. The abrupt extinguishing of lights introduces a new element, shifting the focus to touch as the guiding force in the darkness. In this moment, trust and shared determination become paramount, creating a profound intimacy that goes beyond the visual. Dillon's assertive boldness is a consistent theme throughout the narrative. His movements, reactions, and requests reveal a character unafraid to navigate the complexities of the dance. The room, a silent witness, holds echoes of their shared endeavors, the symphony of connection and intimacy that continues to evolve. Latasha, the epitome of enigmatic elegance, responds to Dillon's assertiveness with grace and vulnerability. The narrative masterfully captures the intricate details of her movements, whether guiding Dillon's hands through obstacles or engaging in a mesmerizing dance between hands and head. Each action becomes a stroke on the canvas of the moment, shaping the scene with the precision of an artist sculpting clay. Cutie, the canine companion, adds a delightful layer to the narrative. Her unexpected concern and charming interactions contribute to the warmth of the scene. The unspoken connection between the characters and Cutie creates a symphony of sensations that transcends the physical, delving into the emotional. The narrative reaches a pinnacle as Latasha and Dillon's dance culminates in a fusion of physical and emotional intimacy. The room, once charged with anticipation, now holds the lingering magic of their shared connection. Cutie, the silent witness, captures the essence of the mesmerizing dance, embodying the beauty that arises when two souls intertwine in life's fleeting moments.